Grab your cup. I think it's really important to understand what chronic stress does, not only to our physical body, but to our relationships, to our experience of life and feeling joy and happiness, and even connected to ourselves on purpose. When we hold chronic stress, and sometimes we're not even aware of what that is. So I want to walk through this with you. So as human beings, we're all designed to be able to handle stressful situations, right? Like something happens, we have to respond, our adrenaline goes up, we have all the biochemistry and the things that we need to do to handle that problem. And then we're supposed to return to a resting state. We're supposed to get out of stress. When that doesn't happen, a whole lot of different things happen in our body and happen in our life around that and holding that chronic stress. So for example, I'm going to give you an analogy and then we're going to compare it to actual life. The analogy is you're carrying a suitcase, you have a suitcase and you're headed to a trip and the handle on the suitcase breaks. You've got 50 feet to get to the checked baggage counter. So you've got to get your luggage 50 feet away. So for 50 feet, you can figure out how to do that. You can drag it. You could pick it up and haul it on your shoulder. You can do what it takes to get that piece of luggage 50 feet away. And even if it takes both arms and you're totally sweating and your heart is beating, and when you finally get there, you're like, whew, even if all of that happens, you hand the luggage over and you're good to go, right? Your body can return to normal. You sit down in a chair and in a few minutes, everything else is fine. The difference is you have a huge piece of luggage, the handle breaks, and you pick it up and you're carrying it and you're lugging it and you're carrying it through all of your life. There is no luggage counter 50 feet away. You are constantly holding that piece of luggage. So the first thing is what's going to happen in your body. So all of those physiological changes, your heart going up, breaking into a sweat, your heart rate going up, breaking into a sweat, your blood pressure goes up. All of those things will happen and they will stay happening. They will keep happening as you carry that heavy piece of luggage. Also, the body says, because it's in its infinite wisdom, it knows that it can't have resources everywhere. So it sends its resources to the most important thing. The most important thing would be how to handle this problem, how to carry this piece of luggage. So your body will tell your digestive system, stop digesting right now. We need all of our resources to go over here. So over time, throughout your life, if you're carrying stress, your digestive system is going to be directly impacted. In fact, it's one of the first places that we notice that there is a problem in the nervous system and people are stuck in stress. Would happen in the gut. Butterflies in the gut when you're upset about something or nervous about something. We see it go right to the gut. So the message is don't digest food well. The message to the immune system is forget about that bacteria, that virus, that cancer cell. We don't have time for that. We have to carry this luggage. Except you're carrying the luggage for years, years and years and years, right? What also happens is in your skeleton, if you're carrying this piece of luggage up on your shoulder or you're holding it with both arms, you get pain. You become in chronic pain. And that can happen carrying stress, emotional stress. The stress of circumstances in your life can translate into chronic pain in your body. So just like you can imagine yourself like bending over and your shoulders getting tired, even with emotional stress, there's going to be pain in your joints, possibly, chronic headaches, anything like that. So that's what happens in your physical body. What happens in your life as you're holding this stress, and let me just reiterate, this is stress that you've had for a long time, or you stay in stress because of how you think. You keep seeing life as really stressful, which comes from how your thought patterns have been created. Or the stress that you're holding could have been since childhood. Like it feels so normal that you don't even relate to it as stress. It's just how your life is, okay? But what happens is, as you're going through life, you might notice other people and think, wow, they look like they're really having fun. I would love to go do that, but I can't go do that because I can't. I don't have the time for that. I can't. My body won't do that. I can't go do it. Forgetting that you've got this big piece of luggage and you don't have to keep holding it. You could put it down and then you could go do that. You could participate in life in a different way. But you've gotten so used to holding that luggage that all you just see is, I can't do that. There's no time, there's no room, my body can't do it. You might want to be more connected in your relationships. You might want to really find someone who allows you to love with both arms and hugs with both arms. But in your head, you think, I only have one arm. I'm holding this other thing with this other arm. It's actually a lie, right? You have two arms, but you've gotten so used to holding something that you think it's a problem with you. I just don't have two arms available. You do, you just have to put the stress down. So we start to see ourselves as lacking, as not able to choose love wisely. We keep finding somebody who just hugs with one arm and we hug with one arm back, and that's what we've got. But we're yearning for hugging with two arms. It's a metaphor, right? Are you with me? We're yearning to hug with two arms, but we keep holding that piece of luggage. We're yearning to go and do the things in our life that would make us happy. But we've told ourselves we can't because we can't go over and participate in that. But it's a lie, because all we need to do is put the stress down, and then our body is free to go do whatever, and our thoughts are free, and our emotions are free. A lot of times what makes up a lot of that piece of luggage that you're holding on your back is stuck emotions, emotions that have never been processed out. All of that stays in our body. Our body is the holder of past emotions. Our body is the holder of past experiences. Those emotions and experiences will translate into chronic stress. So you might be very aware of what stresses you out, but not know how to change it. You might be not as aware, but you feel the effects of it in your health, in your relationships, and in your experience of joy. But holding that piece of luggage is a choice. It really is. It feels like, and I know because I had a lot of stress in my body from a very young age in my life. So I'm speaking from experience and from what I needed to do, which is why I now do this work with clients. It's what I needed to do in order to get my body in better health and in order to really correct the path that my relationships went down, which was not a good, healthy path. And the way that I experienced my life and having fun in life and being connected to myself. You can't really connect to yourself when you constantly have this focus of what you're holding and how to strategize. It becomes a strategy. How do I keep holding this? I got to shift it from this arm to this arm. Now I'm going to carry it on my back for a while. Now I'm going to pull it for a while. Now it's time to pick it up again. It's a constant strategy and coping of carrying what you're carrying. And really, the thing to do is to stop carrying it. That would change everything. It changes all of it. Your health, your relationships, your life. So if you've had chronic stress, if you've either been carrying it since childhood, like many of us, or if you've just had a lot of stressful things in your adult life and you don't know how to put them down, please put chat in the comments, because that metaphor, that analogy is very, very real, and it's affecting all parts of your life, your relationships with your family, your kids, your siblings, people at work. It's affecting how happy you let yourself be, and it's absolutely affecting your body, okay? So we would love to talk with you about that and how you want to change that and what it would take. So put chat in the comments. I look forward to speaking with you.